Hi guys, I hope that you are doing well today. Welcome in and welcome back if you are returning back. I feel like I need to clean this. I should have done it before I started. Anyway, welcome in if you are returning back and all that kind of stuff. If you are new, my name is Shannon Hensley. I'm glad to have you, and I am stuck in a hotel. And I've been here for over a year, and I need some help for some shelter and some groceries. What I really need is a physical rescue team. And it's an emergency, folks. I'm tired of dealing with somebody who's being crazy on my life, and they don't have a right to be that way. They don't. And it's vital that somebody gets here and helps me. Please help, please. Okay? Please help me. My information is exactly like this, no more, no less. Only PayPal is how you can find, and I'm saying it this way for a reason. ShannonEHensley, ShAhH. Shannon spelled with an O. That's the only account that I have. My name, just like that, is on PayPal. It is not found on Cash App written that way, period. I found it on Cash App written that way yesterday. That is not me. I only have it spelt that way on PayPal alone, only. And I need shelter. If you're able to help, may God bless you. It's an emergency. Cash App is ShannonEHensley. That's it. I have two Cash Apps, one spelled with an A, one spelled with an O. Either one of those are going to work for you. I do have a third Cash App that I opened yesterday just while I was finding all that information. Don't give to that, but it is down below just to show you what the true third one looks like. And what I did with that is put the ShAhH in front of my name for the business account. But I don't have a business. I just opened it and I happened to find the other Cash App that was in error on whatever somebody else did. And I just opened it up that way just to show. But the only thing on Cash App is ShannonEHensley for just giving, for donations. Either spelled with an A or an N. No more, no less. The ShAhH is nowhere to be found on the Cash App. Only on the PayPal. It's very vital that you know that. If you can help in any way, share. It's an emergency. I'm needing help, folks. I'm needing upright officials to come and to get me out of this place, out of Kansas City, Missouri. Please don't care. If there is any upright enforcement in Kansas City, Missouri, fine. Thank you for your service. I'm sorry if this hurts your feelings. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I can't trust the city, okay? Just because I've had kooks at my door. I need upright enforcement of any kind, or upright civilians to just come and get me out of this place. I'm dealing with somebody who's trying to bully me around. I'm tired of it. I have freedom of speech. And no one has a right to take my freedom of speech and my constitutional rights away from me. I'm a citizen of the universe first and foremost, but I'm born and raised here in the United States of America. And may the wrath of God come on every person who's trying to stop that. May the host of heaven and Archangel Michael visit you. All right, let's get started here. We got somebody in their emotions with the Three of Swords. This is very heartbreaking. It is, because somebody's done something out here they shouldn't have done. Let's look at the situation. Let's do a reading like we did yesterday. We'll look at the situation and the right now, and then the next 24 hours. So the situation is the Three of Swords. There's a message. Somebody's juggling a message here that's heartbreaking. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles that's coming out crossing. Some people are upright, some people are not. And it's coming out with the Hierophant here. The person that is trying to mess with my device, Yehovah! I call out to the God of the heavens who stretched out the stars and made the heavens and the earth. May a curse come upon you for stopping anything on this platform and what you've tried to do to me. Let a witness between the heavens and the earth be against a filthy party who's done something nasty to me. Be visited. Be visited. God says that if we call out upon him, Yehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth, says if we call upon him, we shall be saved. And I'm screaming for salvation in this matter. And I'm screaming for your wrathful event to take place upon your head for what you've freaking done to me. You're in error. You piece of filth bag. Some type of stupid, idiotic church that is a false church, whoever you are, you filthy wolves, do not get to be a Wolverine on my life. Do I make myself clear to you? That stupid church is here. They're fixing to get their whole congregation blown up, God said. Yes, we have the knight in shining armor, which is not the knight in shining armor. This is a filthy police officer of some sort, or somebody connected to one, or somebody's trying to pour on their sweets in the reverse of this energy. If you're brand new, I just screamed on the camera in frustration of things that I'm going through. And totally have my mind and am sane and dealing with the insane who's done some nonsense to me. And they're going to go to jail for what they've done. I need upright people to get up and do an upright thing for me, okay? This person is a person that's going to pour on something, and they'll tell you whatever you want to hear, and that's a real caution, because there's somebody juggling a message out here with this Page of Pentacles, and the Hierophant's cloaked, and whoever the Queen of Pentacles would be in the negative of this energy, they want to collaborate something. There's third parties out here around some filth bag somewhere. And this person right now in the right now position is trying to pour on some type of stupid nonsense because they're stuck. They're confused. They're stuck in something. For some cases, they need to go to jail. This is a prison card. They're very freaking poisonous to society. The Hangman's here. It's very watery out here. So right now, somebody's stuck and they're trying to pour on all that they can to get something done. You got somebody wearing a mask. They were wearing a mask on this platform yesterday as well. And Seven of Wands is like being defensive. And God prophesied that there was going to be some type of stupid death that's going to take place if somebody don't stop. But they're causing it because they don't think that they have to put, you know, they don't think they have to pay for something that they've done. Dealing with a stupid psychopath. You also got somebody who's able to get up in here and stand their ground regardless who the douchebags are out here. Show me, yeah, we do have somebody that's mental, folks. We're dealing with the mentally insane. If you did not catch the artificial intelligence reading that I did today, and what I talked about the artificial intelligence and people in authority that's doing some real heinous stuff with that, you need to go watch that video. It's very important to everybody. It is. And I talked about the little app that you can download if you're lonely and you need a friend. Well, you got a host of artificial and fake people. You can just become your friend and they'll have a conversation with you. And we got people in La La Land that don't want real humans. They want to be in La La Land in a fantasy world and talk to artificial intelligence and let artificial intelligence just say whatever the human wants, you know, to have the conversation about and be all cool with. It's demonic. And we deal with crazy out here. And somebody is crazy. The Hangman's a crazy card as well. So right now, somebody's willing to pour on whatever they need you to hear them say because they're stuck, they're wearing a mask, and they're crazy because they've done something heartbreaking out here with an exchange. and they were cloaked in something that they did, and they really need to be out of society, and they need to go see a doctor and go to a psycho ward for something, folks, because they're dangerous. Look, three of this thing's gonna fall over like it always does. This shows somebody rebuilding in another location, and if you see what they built before, all it does is fall the crap over. That's all it does. It don't work for the person because they're mentally insane. Show me the next 24 hours. The 9 of Swords. Somebody, it's stated that somebody was going to get caught for some stuff today. That's why they're still out here. It's storming on a person because they know they're guilty. And if you look at the 9 of Pentacles, it shows somebody with a bunch of sharks around them and being segregated and used for money. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse for energy would be somebody that one of her meanings is, I'll do anything for money. Just give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. If she don't have it, she'll lay down for it. She'll just sell her soul out for it. If she's somebody who's got money, she'll pay somebody off for something out here. In the next 24 hours, there's high discernment though out here around something's going on with the 9 of Pentacles energy. We're not afraid of sharks. Look, you get the same energy. You got 3 9s out here, and when you get 9s in a reading, it represents bloodshed, folks. And sharks are hunting for blood, and we're not moved by them. God tells us not to be afraid. That's why I'll sit up in here and I'll scream to the Lord God Almighty to bring the wrath of God down upon these freaks. Ain't afraid of the wicked. This also shows people around somebody, waiting for somebody to take the bait. Somebody knows about somebody out here and what they've done, and that they're wearing a mask, and that they do need to go to jail for something. This shows me, if there, God said there was upright enforcement somewhere, and it's time for you people to get up and talk to me. It's time for some folk to go to jail for some murder, because it's bloodshed out here. So people do know. And so the Fool in the next 24 hours, there will be a clean slate out here. A 9 is also an ending. You have 3 of them out here. 1 more for the next 24 hours. And then the Stupid Devil. So there's a word out here that goes to enticing somebody. If you're new, there's hidden language inside of the tarot. And one of the words in the next 24 hours. Hold on, let me make sure this is the word that I'm thinking about. Yeah, somebody's trying to stir and persuade somebody to move in their enticement to provoke them. Okay, it's right here in the now. They're thinking in a very creative way. How do I get out of something? And I'll just tell somebody whatever they want to hear in the reverse of this energy. It's a kind, fair person in the upright. It came out in the reverse. Somebody's a filth bag out here. They're a devil. The Fool has to return because somebody is caught up in a folly. Somebody's caught up in folly out here. Somebody's a lost soul and a lost cause in this energy. Not today, devil. Not today. No, ain't gonna happen. Somebody is crying over spilt milk. They're bitter. We don't care about you. Don't care about you because you won't look in the mirror. It's too stormy on somebody to look in the mirror, because when they do, it all brings this anxiety on this person. They have to wear a mask. They are somebody who wears a mask. That Mexican person, or whoever the crap the person was that was wearing a mask on my Instagram, they tried to take 2 of my YouTube channel platforms, and they put they put a mask over their face, took a picture for their profile picture, took 2 of my YouTube channel titles and ran it together for their Instagram, and when I addressed them, they shut it down real quick, and that's embarrassing to them because it's stupid on what somebody did, and you're behind this. And you will go to jail for some nonsense. Why the crap you would ever think to do such a stupidness and put your brown eyes on there when I'm big blue-eyed person? It's kind of stupid. And person don't think that they have to pay for something, but you are going to pay for some stuff because there's been death out here around some stuff, on some things that you're connected with. Fool. We have somebody's cold as ice out here, and they did it to themselves. They went mental. Somebody's mental out here. Bad. Sometimes you got to get down on their little crazy level, folks, because they don't get it. They don't get it. And that is the truth. We see King David acting like a mental case on purpose for his life's sake in scripture, and he let his spit all ran down his face. And some people just don't understand until you get down on their freaking level like that, because they're nutcases. And sometimes I'll just get on here and act like I'm all just crazy because that's what they're showing up like. They need a little picture of what they're freaking showing up like. We got a lot of dangerous people, folks, roaming the world. They're lunatics. They're lunatics. Show me that that knight in shining armor piece of nutcase there. They probably work for the police force, unfortunately. Feel sorry for the upright enforcement that have to deal with the dirty ones beside them in the same place. So the communication about things that have happened behind closed doors. Now the key is in the reverse. Something's been opened here. So there is communication going on. This is something that's been recorded or documented. Okay. But something was done in a deception here. There's a great big spider web. I don't know if y'all can really see it, but there's a great, let me see. Maybe y'all can see it, but there's a great big spider web here that this cat cannot get out of, and that's why they're showing up like the fool. The fool has to come back and eat the vomit like a dog when it vomits up, because God says so about the fool. So this person is trying to communicate about something's happened behind closed doors, or something's been opened up about something like that. Why is this Seven of Wands? There's a very defensive energy out here in the right now, because something's very stormy on somebody. She always comes out. There's something going on with the electronics. Yes, there is, isn't there? Isn't there? Oh, poor. I don't know who you are, but you're a freaking filth nutcase. You're always in the hidden space. You always show up in some type of nonsense. Is your name Nicole? Is it? Or do you just go by Nicole? Somebody on one of my older accounts, when I would transfer something, it would show that the transfer came, instead of it coming from the actual account like it used to show up when I would transfer things from that specific account, say it was from that account, showed up as a person's name, Nicole Hensley. And I don't know a Nicole Hensley. And somebody just think they can just do whatever. I tried to do a GoFundMe account, and this church organization got up in there and put themselves and stated on there that they were the person that I designated to help me run that GoFundMe account. I never gave anybody any rights to do that, and they shut my GoFundMe account down. Why? Because this person's done something, whoever this piece of filth has done something that they don't think they need to go to jail on for being a wolf somewhere. They're stupid and they're an idiot, and you will go to jail. Whoever you are, whatever you are, you're not protected. This shows somebody not protected here. You are not protected out here. Something's been discovered out here. So, because this is a government, if they work for the government, they're filthy in the government. This goes back to alterating things. They can't alterate something here. And it's stormy. So while whatever's happened, they're not able to alterate something here. Somebody could be from a distance here. There's something here about a vehicle. This is a transportation energy that's here. This could be an IT worker here. That's a piece of filth that's done something very creative out here. Yeah, the little pop-up lever. Do you work for Uber? There's the rider. Do you work for Uber? And there they are. God says we get the neck of our enemies. Have you guys, there it is. Somebody, Somebody's like the prime minister and the garment of the high priest. 2 cards came out like that today, but this energy here is somebody who is cloaked. That preacher, they ain't no preacher. They're a murderer. They murder children and everything else because God said there was a preacher's wife that was a filth somewhere. Whoever this piece of nutcase is out here, it's done some stupid, or somebody dressed up like a police officer, whatever the connections are out here, they ain't nothing. They deserve to get the living tar beat out of them for what they've done. Oh my God's gonna get the last say on this ditch out here. It's done some stupid stuff, but there's a pop-up little lover here, and you need to put your fish away because your fish freaking stinks, or your worm if you're a he/she. Hold on a minute. I know that I'm specifically talking to people, and I'm not afraid of these people. I'm ready to contend against what they've done to my life. God tells us to chase our enemies, and you dang straight, I'm going to chase you. You're in danger. Something right up in somebody's face here. Then something's right up in somebody's face. That one, when I threw them down, it was thrown down like this with these cards. This is a danger and a cut. And somebody was going to confess something today on my other channel. This is somebody's full of pride, conceit, and ego. They're full of themselves out here. They think they're all that in a bag of chips. Your chip bag is getting eaten by God. Somebody's mind is crazy. This is somebody's mind, and that is a sacrificing card. That is a sacrificing card. And so you got sacrificing here. And the sacrificing rune has come out of the bag today. And for some of you all, that is alluding to a pregnancy, because the rune says that somebody got pregnant, they didn't want the kid, and it was sacrificed, and it brought a damage and a caution. Now the person's upside down, a nutcase crazy, and they got problems, and now they're trying to alterate things, or have been alterating things because of that nonsense that's taken place. And they think that they can get what they want to cover up their freaking filthy sin because they're given solely to the devil. Nobody has to pay for your nonsense out here. I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it, filth bag. Just not going to do it, filth bag. Show me this lady. The crossroad. They are trying to figure out how to escape something because they're caught. They're in danger. There's danger out here. You're fixing to be. God said something was live or die yesterday, and somebody ain't going to do what's right. He's going to kill somebody because God said so, folks. I didn't say it. God did. He's tired of the wicked. Somebody's fixing to be surrounded here, and it's time for you to go away now. It's time for you, mental piece of nutcase, go away now. Go to the mental ward and go do your seducing there with all the other crazies, okay? The sun. Okay. Well, the letter Q is out here. Somebody's getting a victory out here. Something's right up in somebody's face on something. All right. The senator is here. Hey, Senator, are you upright? You know, God put you in that position to do upright things on the planet. Are you worthy and upright? Are you? Because I would really like to honor you in front of people and say what a great job you're doing up in that position. Are you upright, Senator? Or have you done something that you should not have done? Because God's no respecter of person for us. Are you going to do what's right? Or are you going to be found out to be somebody up in the... Because this is a government and it's in the backwards. Which would tell us somebody in the government's altering things in a very backwards way. And it's been done by plot. Or somebody's trying to do that again now because somebody's stuck and it's storming on somebody. And they're cloaked in the organization up in here in the government. Somebody's nothing but a player out here. Okay, well, it's unacceptable. You really got to talk to a doctor, okay? I'm sitting here and I'm going to patronize you. exposed. Okay, well, somebody's exposed out here, folks. It is, because the sun card is like right up in your face. It's public out here. Okay, well, whoever act like they're Shannon Hensley ain't me, because the devil is a disguise and an imposter, and you're being exposed. If the senator is being approached by a little player out here, then you need to be warned, because somebody's stuck then around you, and they are targeting you because for whatever they have some type of connection to you to do something out here illegal, which I don't know why you would even do an illegal thing, but God forbid. But whether you know about it or not, the senator's out here. Now, if you're upright, you're gonna get the crap up, and you're gonna do something to somebody who's been pleading over and over and over for more than really over a year about my life being in danger and a murder being taking place on my grandchildren, and I'm not sitting here gonna put up with it no more, with hunger needs and shelter needs, and somebody trying to kill me on the highway, messing with my vehicle as a dirty mechanic, and people not caring that other people's lives matter to them and they want to get home to their family. Now, what the crap is it going to be, government? There's recorded documentation. It came out right here. Somebody's got some recorded documentation that was manipulated around something. This shows 3 pentacles. Somebody got the information. It's heartbreaking about it. And somebody came in and played somebody in the subject of what we're talking about. They were freaking cloaked. There was money around whatever this was for this heartbreak to take place. Somebody knew what the crap they were doing for their own gain out here. And we got government involved in the nonsense. Something's missing here. Okay, something in a book. Some type of something in a book that's been missing. Something's being exposed about. Something's been recorded. So something in a book that has been recorded. Something's missing. Somebody's played somebody connected with this energy. Those do go together out here. And there's something recorded here with that letter coming out. Somebody's manipulated something out here. Someone public is out here attached to something going on, or the thing is going to be public, because this is fame and glory stuff as well. And we also know about people's inventions. That little pop-up lover card is also an invention card, and somebody's done some nasty stuff on some of our inventions, and they're not yours. Somebody with long hair is connected with some stuff out here. A judge is connected to something. This has come through my spirit before. Thank you, Most High. The Most High said He's going to make our enemies flee 7 ways. Shake them to the ends of the earth and take their breath out of them, Father God, because they won't do what's right. You already gave them an ultimatum. This come through my spirit before, and somebody used a judge out here and did something with some documented work. Now, whether the judge knew about it or not, or somebody got in somewhere where they could have access to something that has been written down, that energy and that information has come through on my channel before. And somebody got used. And it makes somebody look bad for what they've done out here. But somebody's caught up in some stuff. Anyway, it says that the true person is being exposed. Okay, great. The true person is ShannonEHensley. I was born in Kansas City, Missouri, and raised in Oklahoma. And I have family members that work for the government themselves. Hold on a minute. Do you know what I really look like? Because some of you all are only getting half of the story. You're only getting half of the story. Hold on a minute. Give me just a second, please. This is me. I don't know if you know that, but my eyes are blue, not brown. Somebody took their stupid face and put whatever. And I am showing live here. Maybe you guys see this or not, but I firmly believe that some of my stuff is ran to other countries because I have it recorded. I have things recorded from other countries and stuff like that, things with my platform being used. But the real person is not an Oriental person, is not a Mexican person. It's not. I don't know who somebody thinks that they are to pretend like they're me, but the person needs to go to jail for wreaking havoc and pushing me in a freaking corner and thinking that I'm just going to do some work on my platform and then you're going to bootleg my stuff while I sit here and starve. And I mean, I'm eating pancakes. Mostly all I eat is flour on what this douchebag has done to me. And God has kept me alive through famine and everything else. I have recorded evidence of last winter, folks, when I was needing help with some shelter, where I had eaten nothing for days. You can see that, you can still see the black under my eyes even today, because of the way that I have to eat and stuff like that. What these people have done, folks, is wrong, and I need some people to get up and help me. I don't care what the freaks' titles are, what their connections are, how long they've been on their ever-loving freaking job, and what they've freaking done. What they've done is heinous out here to a person's life. And there is an abomination out here. And the Most High says there is a deliverance. So we have the word exposed twice. It came out twice. A true person is being exposed. Okay. Most High says there is something dangerous out here, just to stay in peace. That's all we can do. Something about glasses. Okay, well, seeing something. Somebody knows some stuff out here. Somebody knows some stuff out here. Whatever this stuff has been written down in a book, or whatever's gone missing, or whatever. Somebody knows some information out here. It's being exposed. And Most High says that diverse weights and diverse measures are both alike to him. They're an abomination. Things are uneven out here on equal give and take. There is no equal give and take. Somebody's been bent over a connection. What's the connection? Why can't you just go away? What's the stupid stuff about, man? What's the stupid stuff about? Somebody was bent over a connection yesterday. Why don't you go away? Obviously somebody don't want you. Whatever the connection, if a work connection, I don't know what your connection is about, but you don't have no right to be some freaking monster on a person's life. Because it's exactly what you've been on my life, as a freaking monster. People have been murdered over this thing. The letter B is coming out, a freaking thug is here. We have a Republican, and somebody likes to freaking flatter people, and it ain't gonna cut it. The tower. Yeah, well, there is a tower going on, isn't there? Look what just came out, the slavery. And I ain't your freaking slave, you douchebag. You freaking filth of the planet. I'm free to live. But you're not. You're going to go into slavery because you put somebody else in captivity because God says so. He said, you touch my people and you put them in captivity, then I'm going to run you to captivity. He said, you consume my people, then fine, I'm going to consume you and I'll hunt you. And so you want to be an animal and be some type of crazy? You'll be hunted and you'll be ripped to smithereens. Every piece of your limb will be taken off of you. That's the way you want to show up. I've had enough day in, day out with no conversation of nobody, but just been getting up on my platform and people taking the work in my hands and act like they can act like they're me. No, you ain't me, douche. I'm bent over the connection. I'm bent that you're even hearing any kind of connection. Meanie, meanie, Tico, you foreseen. God has numbered your kingdom, your title. We have a judge out here. We have the senator out here as well. So if you're upright, you're going to prove yourself to be upright, or you're getting this word right here. Whoever's at the top is some nonsense. You're getting judged by Yehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth. Thus saith Yehovah, God has numbered your kingdom and has finished it. You're weighed in the balance. Why are they weighed in the balance? Because God just brought it out here that they're uneven and they're diverse to him. And it's an abomination to him. And you're weighed in the balance of God, and you're found wanting, God says. And your kingdom is divided. And the United States of America, I talked about it today, we are divided. We're all fighting over murdering children with abortion. And don't click off yet, because you don't have no understanding here of what I'm fixing to say. I'm not for people laying down in bed and premeditating, well, if I get pregnant, I'll just go have an abortion. That's premeditated death on an innocent child, where you're willing to take your vessel that you're supposed to be staying clean in and making sure that, you know, you're upright towards your maker, because the Holy Spirit's supposed to be inside of you. And you people are fighting because, well, if I get pregnant, I can't go kill the child inside my womb, and that's my right. Your right is to protect a life in this earth realm. Your right is to not be a murderer and a liar and a cheat and a swindler and a covetous person. Your right is to know information, because God says that the soul without knowledge is not good, and it destroys you for having lack of knowledge. And God tells us that the fallen entities, the devils, the angels, the fallen ones, is the ones that taught us how to do abortion. So that puts a whole new spin on what abortion really is, especially when the rune itself calls it a damage, and it agrees with God's word. So you either a demon worshiper. I mean, have you seen what they do? They pick the limbs of a child out. Oh, that's just a fetus. So a fetus has fingers and arms and a head and everything else. Your life begins at your heartbeat. And our whole country is divided because, by God, we want to murder children. And it's called sacrificing. That's child sacrificing to God. There are certain cases that if something needs to take place surgically, slim cases that it should be allowed for whatever reason, why something like that would even have to go down for, you know, the mother that's carrying the child or something like that. Very slim cases, but just for the nation to say, for a woman to get up and protest, and I have a right to my body. Of course you have a right to your body, but you don't, and you have a right to do whatever you want. If you want to lay down, be, you know, a ditch in the bed with everybody and just premeditate, well, I'll just go get, you know, that's your right to have a freedom, whatever. Is that really freedom? No, because it sends you to hell. And in that free will this is a consequence card. You can do it. God gives you free will, but there's consequences to stuff. And we're living in a country where people are born in this country thinking that that's just the way life is, and no, it's not. And once you understand the truth, you have an obligation to either accept the truth or live a lie. And some people can't handle what they've done in the past, but God's here to forgive. All you have to do is just forgive and never do it again. But if you can't, and you know the truth, and you can continue to get up and do some nonsense stuff, then you're really God's enemy, and then you don't really have a chance, because God says, I'm going to meet my enemy face to face. And so, and because the earth belongs to God, and somebody in authority is being judged here, and he says somebody's whole kingdom is divided, and the United States of America is divided. And so we got to look at all the people that's at the top getting this word here. It says in the same night that this prophecy was given, that the king died and was slain. And so whether that's a spiritual death or a natural death, regardless, even if it's just a spiritual death, when somebody dies out of this realm, they're going to go to hell, because the outcome is the devil, unfortunately. Unfortunately. People hate me because I'm trying to save them, and it's like, I've told this before. Let me talk about these glasses that came out. It's just like this, and God said so to me one day when he gave me this vision. We've seen those videos where these little babies are putting glasses on for the first time, and they're kicking and crying and screaming, like, because they don't understand that somebody's trying to put the glasses over their head. And as soon as they finally get the glasses positioned over that sweet little baby's face, they stop and they look around, and they got a clue that, oh, I see. And a big smile comes over their face. But because of a lack of understanding, people want to click off and give you a what for, and this is my life, and you don't even realize what you're freaking saying. It's foolish. Freaking foolish. But those people that will not stop and say, no, I'm going to put these glasses on you so you can see, because you just don't understand right now what I'm trying to do. And the glasses finally come on some people, and their eyes get open, and they're thankful that they didn't lose their whole soul to go to hell at the end, regardless how much they kicked. The person that persisted in showing the truth got a great big thank you. I see now. And that's the kind of energy that I'm in all the time on my platforms. And people don't understand. You really don't hate me. You just don't understand some stuff. God has people in the earth realm set in these positions to point the way to the truth, because your soul is a living soul, and you are going to die someday. You and I are, and the world's going to go on, and the next generation is going to come, but where are you going after that? Because there is an afterlife, folks, and there are real demonic entities and ghosts that people have captured on camera that I talk about all the time, and those people at one time were living and moving and breathing just like you. And they're stuck in a realm, in a demonic realm, until the day of destruction. Like God says, he's going to burn them up, and they're going to gnash their teeth for eternity. That's all they're going to have for eternity, trying to get out of a place that they ain't never going to get out. And so you go ahead and hate me. You guys go ahead and do whatever you feel like you got to try to do to me and all this kind of stuff. But I'm trying to get your eternal soul to live and not die in a pit called the abyss. But go and be dum-dums if that's what you want. Somebody's already got this death sentence on him, because he said the last 2 days, live or die, you got 24 hours to do something. Apparently somebody doesn't want to do what's right out here, because he said so on this channel the other day. Somebody don't have no hope out here with the devil. If you do, you're gonna do what's right, and you'll prove yourself. I guarantee, though, those people are going to go to hell. They're going to wish that they would have listened to some stuff. The runes that came out is the letter A, but the pictograph looks like the F. You also have the M, the E, and the W, my meow. We have the Black Cat's Tarot out here, so we have cats everywhere here. Cats can go to manipulation around some stuff. This is somebody that has been preying upon somebody's life and looting upon them, and it's unfreaking acceptable. And they've been doing it on electronics, and we've got government out here attached to some stuff, and God brought out the artificial intelligence today, like I said, that I talked about, and it's filthy to God. And people are being killed for it by God Almighty now. You do it to yourself. Somebody's friends up in here involved in this matter, or somebody thought somebody was friend. I don't want to know, but this is about getting counsel and stuff, and somebody is backwards here. They act like they're trying to get some counsel and stuff. No, they're guilty for some stuff, and God's not going to let somebody get away with whatever all this stuff is entirely for the collective, for your story. I know what my story is. You put the pieces where they belong to you, but I'm telling you what, the Most High, El Elyon, Yehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth, the one who stretched out the heavens and the earth, he gets the last say in this matter. Whether people like it or not, God's going to get the last say for some stuff out here. Shalom. Those of you who helped me, thank you very much. It's important, and it's an emergency. Don't click off this channel without helping somebody who needs help, because we're all held accountable to it when we know to do what's right and we don't. Thanks for your help. And it must be exactly like I said, the way that it is down below in the description box. Don't type any more or less. If something just pops up that says ShannonEHensley ShAhH on the Cash App, that's not me. You stop at the Hensley on the Cash App. But it is that way on PayPal. That's me. This box will be there on all my platforms. Thanks for your help. Shalom.